In this lesson, let's talk about various sentence structure patterns that are employed in Korean sentences. How to construct basic Korean sentences. The simplest way to make Korean sentences is by conjugating Korean verbs. Conjugating a verb simply means putting an ending onto the verb. Once you can conjugate a verb, you know how to make a Korean sentence. For example, let's consider the Korean verb
가다, 가다,
Translated to English, this means to go, and it is in dictionary form. Korean verbs ending in
다, 다,
are in dictionary form or the way they are written in a dictionary. Making sentences by conjugating.
가다,
By removing the ending of the verb which is
다,
and by adding various endings, we will arrive with different sentences.
가야 해요, 가야 해요,
I must go.
가고 싶어요, 가고 싶어요,
I want to go.
갈 거예요, 갈 거예요,
I will go.
갈 수 없어요, 갈 수 없어요,
I can't go. Another example, this time using the verb for to eat, which is
먹다, 먹다, 먹어야 해요, 먹어야 해요,
I must eat.
먹고 싶어요, 먹고 싶어요,
I want to eat.
먹을 거예요, 먹을 거예요,
I will eat.
먹을 수 없어요, 먹을 수 없어요,
I can't eat. With just one verb, it is possible to show different statements. When making Korean sentences, you should remember that using the subject is optional. Through context, it will be understood who or what is being talked about. For example, in the sentence below,
나는 피자 먹어요, 나는 피자 먹어요,
this can also be written as
피자 먹어요, 피자 먹어요,
Here we remove the subject I, but in Korean it will still be understood that we are referring to ourselves.
In an English sentence, the structure usually follows the subject, verb, object pattern. For example, let's look at this English sentence structure that uses subject, verb, object pattern.
I eat the food.
The subject is found at the beginning of the sentence, then followed by the verb at the middle. Lastly, at the end is the object. In a Korean sentence, the structure is slightly different. They follow the subject, object, verb pattern. The subject is found at the beginning of the sentence, followed by the object at the middle, and at the end is the verb.
저는 음식을 먹어요, 저는 음식을 먹어요,
Literally translates to,
I eat the food.
this sentence uses the subject, object, verb pattern. It's important to know that verbs and adjectives almost always come at the end of a sentence.
The subject-verb pattern. The subject-verb pattern is one of the most common of the basic Korean sentence structures. Example:
나는 먹고 싶어요, 나는 먹고 싶어요,
This sentence means I want to eat in English. In this sentence, there are no objects involved. We only have a subject at the beginning and a verb at the end of the sentence. The subject-adjective pattern. The subject-adjective pattern is similar to the subject-verb pattern, except you're going to swap out the verb with an adjective. Example:
나는 피곤해요, 나는 피곤해요,
This sentence means I am tired in English. As you can see, we only have a subject at the beginning and at the end, an adjective. Using the verb
이다,
to be. This sentence pattern allows you to say things about yourself or about other people. In other words, to say what things and people are. It uses the pattern subject,
는,
noun.
이다,
Example.
저는 학생입니다. 저는 학생입니다.
I am a student.
나는 한국 사람이에요. 나는 한국 사람이에요.
I am a Korean person.
마이클은 선생님이에요. 마이클은 선생님이에요.
Michael is a teacher. Using the verb
아니다,
not to be. This verb is used to express the opposite of.
이다,
Learning how to use this is useful for talking about what things are not. It uses the pattern subject,
는,
noun.
이가, 아니다.
Example.
저는 학생이 아닙니다. 저는 학생이 아닙니다.
I am not a student.
나는 프랑스 사람이 아니에요. 나는 프랑스 사람이 아니에요.
I am not a French person.
마이클은 작가가 아닙니다. 마이클은 작가가 아닙니다.
Michael is not a writer.